Hi, I'm Bob Ross. Welcome back. Today I found inspiration of drawing these beautiful plants right there. What I decided to start with is drawing the stems. Every stem right here is going to be unique, so you can start off thick, just pressing down. There we go. Now let's just add a smiley face for this right here. Alright, there we go. So I finished my piece right here. It looks really good. Want to see it? It's gonna look great, blow your mind, because I'm Bob Ross. An exact image. What is this? All we need are paintbrushes and happy dreams.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to, before we get started, I wanted to thank the crew here. This is Diana is on the camera, and Ella is coordinating, and Julia will be interviewing me. And I'd like to thank Mr. Patton for putting this all together. We're having a lot of fun with it, and we really appreciate all your work.
When did you start, and how long have you been teaching?
I started teaching about 21 years ago. And I started in Wakefield, and but I've been at the Tenney for 20 years actually, 20 years, and I've been teaching for 21 years. I have visuals today, so I am going to show you because I'm a visual person.
Why do you enjoy this job, and what's your favorite part?
I enjoy this job because teachers make a difference. And teachers matter every day. I was a graphic artist when I got out of college for 9 years. I wasn't planning on being a teacher. My mother was a teacher, and I didn't want to go that route. And I was a graphic artist, and then I took some time off. I opened a children's art studio for a few years, and the hours were off from my kids because the studio was after school and weekends. So I decided to get my certification for teaching. And yeah, I really love teaching. I think it's a lot different than working for a big company. When you work for a big company as a graphic artist, you are part of a big organization, big machine, and I like the one-on-one kind of thing that makes a difference day to day because you're really interacting with people and kids every day, and it's pretty rewarding.
What accomplishments are you most proud of?
I would say that I am proud of my family and the decisions we've made along the way to live a good life and to work hard. And I'm proud of my kids, obviously. This is my family. My son is a product designer in Oregon. This is his girlfriend. This is my daughter who teaches at the Marsh. And her fiance, they're getting married in May, her fiance is the music teacher at the Timony. And this is my husband.
Some of your hobbies?
I enjoy traveling, which I think all my students probably have seen all the pictures behind my desk of some of the places I've gone. We do enjoy that. I obviously enjoy doing artwork when I have the spare time, and I do mosaics, and I will show you a couple of those if I can. So we do that, and this is my pottery wheel at my house. I enjoy doing that, and painting. This is just one of the paintings that's in my house that I've done. A lot of arts and crafts, and when I have time, we travel, we go to the beach, and that's about it.
What's one thing your students have taught you?
My students have taught me, aside from patience, but I already pretty much had that. Pop culture. Pop culture. If I wasn't working here, I wouldn't be able to explain what all of the popular words are and all the popular toys. And we wouldn't know what Fortnite was, and all of the things that are common for middle schoolers to be active in. And so that has been quite a learning experience. and I am proud to be able to share that with people my age. So that I'm really, really happy about that.
What's something people here at the Tenney don't know about you?
I think a lot of people don't know that I know how to ski. Some of my best vacations have been ski vacations with my kids and my family. I also have one last visual for you. So I'm going to leave you with this last visual. I want to thank these girls. Thank Julia and the girls, the filming girls. This has been a great experience, and I hope they're having fun with it, and I hope everybody's having fun watching our silly faces. I don't know if anyone knows, I'm on the back. I ride on the back of my husband's Harley, and that's probably a surprise to most people. This is my motorcycle equipment, and I'm going to say goodbye, but I can't shut my, oh, there I am.
I like Mrs. Mucci's art class because I feel like I can paint basically anything. I don't feel limited to like one structure or one idea. It's almost like a prompt of what I can and can't paint. I like to paint a lot of metal artwork, so I don't feel limited in her class. And I feel like creativity is something we need more of in school, so thank you, Mrs. Mucci.
Hi, today I'm going to be talking about Miss Mucci. She's a really great art teacher. She's very creative, and she's always willing to help you when you need it. And my favorite project we did in our class was the guitars, because you were able to paint it however you want, and she was very welcoming about that. And I just want to thank you, Miss Mucci.
I like Mrs. Mucci because she spends a lot of time with other kids. Like, if someone needs help, she stays with them, and I really like her projects. That's why I'm thankful for Mrs. Mucci.
So when did you start, and how long have you been working here?
I started teaching 9 years ago. I did my first year of teaching in a very small elementary school in New Hampshire, and then I was lucky enough to get a job here at the Tenney. And when I was thinking about how long I've been here, I actually figured out that I've been here about the same amount of time you guys have. You guys were in the first grade when I started at the Tenney, so this is our 8th year here together.
So why do you enjoy this job, and what's your favorite part?
I enjoy this job because I love that I get to come to work every day and be with my students. Their enthusiasm for learning and trying new things is really what makes coming to work like a joy for me. But I love being the tech teacher because technology is such an important part of how all of us, but you especially, are going to learn and need to do your jobs as you grow older. So with my kindergartners, I get to see them start from the very beginning, trying to learn to use the mouse, how to click it, how to follow where the mouse is on the screen when you move your hand. My 3rd graders move on to doing research projects about things that they are really passionate about. And look at you guys. You guys are here videotaping, going to do digital editing. It's amazing. So that's something I really love.
What accomplishments are you most proud of?
One professional accomplishment I'm really proud of is my education. I worked really hard to get to a good college, and I worked even harder to go to a graduate school that I wanted to get into. And even now I'm still taking classes to be a better teacher. But because I work so hard, that means I get to have a job that I really love. And then personally, I just bought a house for the first time, so that's a pretty big personal accomplishment I'm proud of.
What are some of your hobbies?
Being a teacher keeps me pretty busy, but when I do get to go out, I like to hang out with my friends and my family. Some of the things I really love to do are go to concerts. I love live, concerts. Oh yeah, I love live music. I go to concerts whenever I can. I've got to go to a couple musical theater performances in the last year, and I really love doing that too. And my family are really big Red Sox fans, so that's something that we do together also.
What's one thing your students have taught you?
I think the most important thing my students have taught me is to be curious, especially in the computer lab. We're always asking questions about why things are the way they are, why things work the way that they do. And I think it's really important as an adult to sit down and remember that you have to question why things are, and if it works out, then that's great, and if you have a better solution, then you should try to improve upon it. And that's one thing my students are always doing, always asking why.
What's one thing the students don't know about you?
I think my students would be surprised to find out that I really love to cook. It's something that I've been kind of experimenting with. I think that's why I like it. But I've mastered a couple of French recipes, and right now I'm learning how to make more vegetarian dinners. So it's something I really like to do at home.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time. It was a pleasure.
Oh, thank you for inviting me to be here, and I'm so proud of all of you for what you're doing.
I like Mrs. Beauchemin because she makes learning fun on the computers, and she's a beautiful person inside and out.
I'm thankful for Miss Beauchemin because she is loving and kind, and she is the most amazingest person in the world.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and I like Mrs. Beauchemin because she's really nice, and she helps us whenever we need help, and she's patient, and she doesn't yell at us that much. She only yells at us if we're misbehaving too much, and she gives us too much warnings.
My name is Eliza. I'm 7 years old, and I love computer class because Miss Beauchemin teaches me how to handle cyberbullying on the computer, and I don't want never to learn that word again. I'm thankful for Miss Beauchemin because she is a nice person, and she helps us with everything we need help, and she's beautiful inside and out. I'm thankful for Mrs. Beauchemin because anytime I make a mistake, she always helps.